Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and right now I'm here to talk to y'all about the one of the biggest movies of the year so far. I'm trying to think of a song to sing from me. Now I'm going, Unlimited, Unlimited. La, 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 popular. I want to be popular. That's my genre. I love that song from the first Wicked. But I just spoiled it. But I'm here to talk to y'all about Wicked for Good. No good deed goes unpunished. Y'all getting a full musical from me right now, okay? So y'all better enjoy that because I don't know the next time I'm going to talk about a musical. But just enjoy this one, okay? Just enjoy it. So before I get into it, I want to remind you guys, go ahead, hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that good stuff. So check us out on those platforms, man. We got a lot of content dropping all the time. So make sure you check us out there. So getting into it, Wicked for Good. This film, this is the follow-up to to last year's Wicked, which is based off of the stage play, which is based off of a book that retells the story of the Wizard of Oz from the perspective of the Wicked Witch of the West, whose name is Elphaba, and the Good Witch, Glinda. And what these movies kind of do is just give the background on both of these characters, show that they knew each other and that there was a falling out. Why is the Wicked Witch evil? Is Glinda really that good? What happened with them before the Wizard of Oz? Like, these are all that's what the story seeks to answer. And so the first Wicked, you focus on Glinda and Elphaba knowing each other, going to the wizarding school, learning about the wizard and the plan and all that. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not giving a full review of the first Wicked ever. Like, I wanted to for this review. I wanted to do a full review, but it's just I don't know. It wasn't coming to me. I wasn't feeling it. But I did on TikTok. I did talk about one specific part of the film. So make sure you follow the TikTok page for BrickWall Reviews, and you'll see what I said about Wicked over there. But in terms of Wicked for Good, this one picks up directly at the end. Well, not directly. I say maybe like a couple weeks or so, I think. It picks up not too long after the end of the first one, in which Elphaba flew off and did her. Oh, look what y'all got! Look what y'all got! Look what y'all got! Y'all got that singing voice. Oh, I'm like the new Chris Brown in this motherfucker. All right, let me stop something. But I hope y'all really enjoy that vocal sample. I'm not a singer, so don't try to clown me either. But after she did her big song, Defying Gravity, pretty much Elphaba, she's on she wants, because what happened in the first one is like the animals were getting banned because like they have like talking animals that were like teachers and stuff like that. So the wizard was banning the animals from Oz. And I don't know why they were doing that. That's one part I'm not clear on. Even though I watched the first one, I don't know why they suddenly turned on the animals. I don't know if something happened. They didn't explain that. So Elphaba's like, nah, the animals deserve to live here. They don't deserve to lose their ability to speak and be smart or do, the same things they've been doing. Like, they deserve to be equal, blah, blah, blah. So she's trying to set captured animals free and also help the other animals kind of revolt and take back the land and demand equality. So that's like the gist of what's going on with Elphaba. I decided, instead of breaking it down into parts, I decided midway through, I just tell y'all that is what Elphaba is trying to do. She's trying to fight for animal rights, pretty much. Meanwhile, you have Glinda, who is, she's on the top, she's on top of the world pretty much, right? She's the good witch, Glinda the good witch. But with every good witch, it's pretty much, they're putting up a lot of propaganda about Elphaba, saying she's evil, she's wicked, she's going to destroy Oz, blah, 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 all this good stuff. So, and in one scene in particular, which is really interesting, there's a character in this movie played by Michelle Yeoh. That character's name is, and there's a whole meme online about it. Where she goes, what is it? I'm trying to find the name. Madame Morrible. So she goes, Madame Morrible, flip it upside down, wicked witch. That's what she does. Like, go find those videos. It's so funny. She does that like every interview she's had for this movie. But so Madame Morrible, she she's pretty much helping pull the strings so that nobody can find out that the wizard is an actual fraud, because that's something that Elphaba is threatening to prove as well. Watch the first Wicked, because I can't keep going back and forth. All right. But I forgot where I was at. Okay, so basically the wizard and Madame Morrible want to make Elphaba out to be the bad guy, and they want to control Oz pretty much by any means necessary. They want to just rule with an iron fist, I guess. And Glinda is being offered the incentive of power. So she has this high, she's the good way, everybody loves her, but she has to keep up the facade, and she's kind of like conflicted about doing that. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this movie. Okay, I'm not going to keep trying to explain it because I want to get into what I think about this movie. Okay, so I've given y'all about 6 minutes of me trying to recap this movie. Just know that this all has the turning points of when Elphaba becomes perceived as the Wicked Witch of the West, and Glinda becomes the perceived the perceived good witch. Okay, and that's not a spoiler, trust me, because there's context. Come on. So my thoughts on this movie, right? I know everybody's loving this movie. I know everybody had a great time with this movie. It's people. I see some mixed reviews on it. So y'all know me. My honest to God feedback. I have nothing to gain off of lying to you guys. Like, no one's paying me yet, and so I say that because I'm being real with y'all. This theater going experience for Wicked for Good for me was an experience. Okay, I never thought in my life I would experience what I experienced when I saw this movie in theaters. Okay, in theaters. Okay, nothing could have prepared me for what I felt in that theater watching Wicked for Good with my kids, my 3 beautiful daughters, their mother. I was sitting in there watching this movie. Nothing could have prepared me. Okay, y'all want to know what I felt? What I felt watching this movie? I have never in my entire life laughed at something that takes itself so serious in my entire life. This movie is ridiculous. Okay, I got up. I'm not gonna lie to you. This. I say it's a once in a lifetime experience because I never experienced this feeling again. I got up and I had to walk out of this theater. And when I walked past my kids' mom, I said, I can't with this bullshit. Okay? Yes, boo me, please boo me. Okay, I can hear the boos, or I can hear the agreeances, or I can hear the what the hell are you? What's wrong with you? So I could not and it wasn't just me; it's my entire theater. There are parts in this movie that are so ridiculously cheesy and soap opera-y and just devoid of all serious logic that you can't help but laugh. And I just could not. I'm laughing at this shit, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? I'm saying this. I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, are you serious right now? I'm like, what am I watching? Like, yo, this movie pretty much says the entire fallout between Glinda and Elphaba came to a boiling point over a man. Over I'm not making this up. What's his name? Jonathan Bailey, who played Fiero. His character, and if you've seen the first one, he's the love interest for Glinda. And Glinda's like, yo, I'm getting engaged to you, blah, blah, blah. You my life partner, all that shit, right? And meanwhile, like, homeboy is kind of feeling Elphaba, but he already went with Glinda. Dog, it's a whole love triangle that stuff. Like, I wish, oh my God. It was one part where, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil this, light spoilers, but there's a part where what's his name? Fiero, where Fiero and Elphaba are together, like they're alone together. And they have this like they start kissing and all that. And then my oldest daughter was like, bust out, said this in front, like out loud, was like, dang, he cheating on Glenda. I was like, oh my God, I was cracking up because it was ridiculous. And then like, I swore during that part, I swore they was about to have these two people doing the nasty because I mean, they were singing each other all so, you know, my love, you. Oh, you know my love, girl. Now that wasn't like the song they were singing, but I just wanted to give y'all some more of my musical stylings, you know what I mean? But nah, so like, yeah, he's singing all sensual. Alphabet taking off her little nightgown. Jonathan Belfiero over here fucking unbuttoning his shirt and shit like that. Like, I'm like, yo, are they really like he's standing behind her, hand on her neck and shit like this, mad sensual. I'm sitting there cracking up because I didn't know whether or not I should try to like shield my daughter's eyes or if I should just let it fly because there's no way they about to show these two. They started fucking. It was gross. There's no way they're going to show these two people having sex in this damn family picture. I'm sitting there cracking. I'm like, yo, this is a family film. What is going on? I'm sitting there cracking up at that shit. And then lo and behold, the people behind me, the people in front of me, bust out like we was all just laughing because this shit, I can't speak for them, but I can speak for me and why I was laughing and why I felt they was laughing too. Dog, this shit is just such a ridiculous fucking movie, but it commits. It commits. It's like, yo, it's one part in this movie where Elphaba says, yes, maybe I am feeling a bit wicked. Yo, that's the head turn and everything. I was like, oh my God, this movie had the audacity to do that. Like, yeah, I am feeling a bit like I'll die hard today. Yeah, I swear, every reference they had for the characters in the original Wizard of Oz, every chance they had to make a reference towards the Wizard of Oz, because granted, well, not granted, mind you, this movie takes place up to and through the events of the Wizard of Oz. So you have the Wizard of Oz shit happen, bro. I really wish I could spoil this part for you, but I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to experience this the way that I've experienced. Plus, I feel like I already spoiled it to a lot of people in my everyday life. The phenomenon that describes the tornado that brought Dorothy into Oz, boy, I was in there crying, yo. Like that's when I had to get up. I'm like, yo, I need to recollect myself because I'm having a time of my life. I was sober doing this. Okay, only you can only imagine if I was a little turned. All right, I'd have probably been in there like really. They probably would have had to kick me out. Okay, I was in this movie cracking the hell up. Now, even though I say this movie is ridiculous, it's silly, a lot of shit don't make sense, and it's laughable how oftentimes bad this movie can be. I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I liked the songs in there. Like the songs, I don't see many musicals in theaters. So it's like, cause I'm not like a big musical person. So I always like when I see them, and live action musicals are so rare for me to actually even want to pay attention to, that watching, and especially watching after the first Wicked. And I'm glad that I finished the first Wicked just a couple of days before I saw this one, because I found myself, as soon as it started, I found myself engaged more, having seen it. And even outside of having seen the first one, it's an engaging film because it just feels big. It feels like a big production. It feels like that, which is good, in my opinion. But having seen the first Wicked and see this one too, it feels like you took an intermission during an actual stage play. So you saw your first act, which was, your first half of the play, which was Wicked Part 1. And then you come back from your intermission, having used the bathroom and all that. And now you're in Part 2. And the way that stage plays start, I've seen a lot of plays in my life. So the way that a lot of plays start after intermission, where it's like big and bombastic sometimes, it's like a really big production. That's how this movie felt when it started. It felt like the big bombastic production. It felt like I just took the bathroom break, came and sat back down, and was like, all right, here's the next half of this play. Like, it felt very it felt like what it was trying to be and what it is. So I really do like that. Ariana Grande is amazing in this film. You know, she's a great actress. I mean, I grew up watching her on Victorious, so I don't expect her to be a bad actress at all. I'm gonna say something that I'm glad I can say now because I've seen both movies, and this is my chance to kind of acknowledge the actresses and the actors. Ariana Grande can sing her motherfucking ass off. All right, she be hitting them high notes. She be getting in that little opera bag. She get in. Oh, Ariana Grande, girl. I love it. I love it. Especially in the first movie where the opening number and she does like she does all that. Yo, I love that part. I love it because like you could tell and she said this. She vocally trained to be able to do that and perform those notes and perform those songs. So she doesn't miss a beat here, and her acting I think is great. Cynthia Erivo, girl, that girl brings the thunder. She had her big song, No Good Deed Goes Unpunished. And man, when she got to the end of that song, yes, absolutely. Jeff Goldblum in these movies is really enjoyable. I know they auto-tune his fucking voice because I know he can't sing. Respectfully. Yeah, like it was like there's a lot of good, and the production design on this was really great. So much so that I was like, yeah, I would love to, and I know that the studios are talking about doing more in the Wicked universe for some godforsaken reason. Just let 2 movies be 2 successful movies. You don't have to franchise everything. So I hope they don't ruin it. But tangent aside, there is watching the Wizard of Oz stuff, I was like, yo, I would love to see this creative team, I would love to see this creative team tackle a Wizard of Oz remake and kind of have that set in the same, continuity. So we see things from Dorothy's side because that movie hasn't really been successfully remade. Excuse me. In fact, every time that story has been retold, it's pretty much a different version of Wicked. Or it's like something about Oz, which is still like what? Because there was Oz the Great and the Powerful, and then there was what was the other one? I forgot. I think it was another one, but I know Oz the Great and the Powerful was practically Wicked, just told from the wizard's perspective. Yeah, so I don't know. I would like to see the creative team do more within this world. I mean, it was good. Like the movie had a lot of good things. It was an enjoyable film, I will honestly say, but it's just laughable to me. Like I had such a fantastic time laughing at how fucking dumb this movie got sometimes because it was just egregious, some of the dumbass shit that they did. And I was like, I can't believe what the fuck I'm watching. And it's just funny because I wasn't the only one who realized that. Like I said, my theater I had a row behind me cracking up and I had a row in front of me cracking up and we was laughing at the same shit. So I know we all thought the same thing. But yeah, no, but like I said, even with that, it's not saying that the movie's terrible. It's very much watchable and it's very much enjoyable. It's just very silly. It does very silly and stupid things. Let me think. Is there anything else I can say on like a lighter note that isn't like me talking shit? No, I'm really trying to think. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So the damn, this is me shitting on the film again. So all the parts with all the parts that reference certain characters from the Wizard of Oz. I know I kind of said this earlier, but they do. You know what? Just watch the movie for yourself. It's just silly how they explain how certain things happen. Because, like I said, this is a prequel to the Wizard of Oz, so you do have to still set things up that happened in that movie. And so it's like, yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting, and it's also very goofy how they like go to tie things in and weave things together so that they combine and collide, which is why, again, I would love to see them tell the Wizard of Oz from this Dorothy's perspective, because this Dorothy seemed like an asshole. She Didn't have to fucking dump the water on fucking Alphaba, you bitch. But I'm sorry. Excuse my language. Excuse me. But that's how I felt. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna keep talking in circles. But overall, though, like I said, while this movie to me was incredibly laughable, it was still a very enjoyable movie. The songs were great. The acting was very good. The set design was beautiful. And like I said, I would love to see, I'll say it again, I'll keep saying it. I would love to see this creative team take on a remake of The Wizard of Oz. Honestly, like, I don't want to see anything else that they could do in this world. I kind of just want to see how they could tackle The Wizard of Oz, because I think they can make a really good modern update to The Wizard of Oz, because there's only one Wizard of Oz movie, and that happened, that was released in like the early 1900s and shit. I'm sorry, 1930s. I don't have my date right for it, but I think it's the 1930s or 40s. And yeah, it's just like even with the continuity of this, people say that this movie or that the Wicked story is set in an alternate telling of the Wizard of Oz story, so that like the one that we seen in like the early 1930s or 1940s, it's its own canon, and then the story of Wicked creates a different modified canon of the Wizard of Oz. So that's why I say I would like to see this creative team tackle a Wizard of Oz movie, keeping within this timeline. I think that would be great. But yeah, like I said, it's a fine movie. It's a fine movie. I do encourage you to check it out, if not for anything but to get yourself a good laugh, okay? Because I did. My rating for this film, I give it I give it about a 3.9 out of 5 stars. Okay, I give it a 3.9 out of 5 stars. I had some time to think about it because I did see this movie last Sunday. So I took some time to think. I'm a little nicer on it now, but I give it 3.9 out of 5 stars because it really was a good film. The songs were very catchy. And like I said, the acting was great and the set design was amazing. So check it out. Wicked for Good, now playing in theaters. Make sure you check it out. And that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. What's the other one? TikTok. Also, if follow, get this Twitch, get that Twitch, BrickWall _live. Get that. Make sure you guys tune in to Twitch tomorrow. I'll be doing some gaming. Yeah, make sure you check that out. Find me down there on TikTok at BrickWall _live. Follow. I'm gonna be doing some really cool gameplay. I want you guys to tune in. But other than that, y'all, I want to say I wanted to sing a Wicked song to leave, but now I don't know which one to sing because I don't listen to that soundtrack as much as my children do. I'm trying to think of one I didn't sing already. Here we go. I got one. No one. Damn it. You know what? No one mourns the wicked. Doom, doom, doom. No one mourns you if you don't subscribe. No, that was mean, right? I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm done. Be easy. Stay breezy. Peace.